What's up, y'all? It's Matt, and welcome back to the YouTube channel. So for today's video, I'm going to be talking about one thing in particular, and that's the first thing that I think you should do when starting your photography business. So I will say that I am currently not a professional photographer, but I strive to be, and that's one of my aspirations right now. I alluded to it in the last video that I am going to be working on for 2020 my photography business. So, in my opinion, the first step that you need to take when starting your photography business, or any business for that matter in general, is you should take the time to write out a well thought out business plan so that you have an idea of where to go from point A to point B and how to get there. So, in this case, since I'm not forming a corporation or I'm not forming an LLC of any kind, and it's mainly just going to be a sole proprietorship as of right now for me, is writing a business plan. And that business plan is not going to be super in-depth. It's kind of a little bit more informal. And if you were to be forming a corporation or something of the like of that, you'd probably want something a bit more formal. But like I said, in my case, it's just going to be a sole proprietorship. So I'm going through and writing down all the things that I'd like to accomplish over the next few years. That includes this channel, that includes my Instagram account, and it also includes any client-based work that I get in the future. So the reason I'm doing this is because it's mainly important for your business's longevity. If you don't have longevity as the sole purpose of your business, then why are you creating it in the first place? So we're going to take a second now to dive into the computer, and I'm going to show you the layout of a business plan. I'm not going to show you my personal one, but it'll help you to organize your own. And if you're looking to create a photography business, it'll definitely help you, and hopefully it'll increase your odds of success. Alright guys, so we're in the computer now, and I'm going to just show you really quickly. So it's only 6 pages long. You can't see because I'm trying to record it pretty close to a 16:9 aspect ratio. That way it takes up the whole YouTube screen. But it's only 6 pages long, and obviously I didn't fill anything in like I said I was going to. But I just want to show you the overview. So the first page, really simple. It's just going to be your title page with the name of your business. And then the second page is the executive summary. So the executive summary is essentially the last piece of the business plan that you're going to complete. It is a total summary of everything you write in the following pages. So the first thing you're going to want to do is define your business. So you're going to give a quick overview of who you are, what the business is about, and things like that. Then after that, you're going to start discussing your products and services that you plan to offer. This will allow you to have a better idea of where you're going to take the business and what you're going to offer to your customers. So whether you're offering products and services, or products or services, or you're offering both, depends on part of this overview of your business. So if you're doing a photography business, some products could be prints, and your services would be the time that you spend while you're shooting. The next piece is going to be your marketing plan. Now, from what I've seen online, the templates are not as in-depth on this. They really only discuss target market and some strategies. But in this case, I think that it's better that you go with a full marketing plan. I'm also going to add in prices or pricing, because that will help you to define the clients you're looking for and just how much money you want to get paid in the future. So you can set a timeline for your pricing too, but obviously target market is who you're going to be appealing to and what your audience is. So that could be an older generation or it could be millennials. It's up to you. Strategies is going to be the strategies that you use in order to find your clients and to keep your clients. So it could be a consumer relationship management program, or just you emailing them every so often. That would technically go into that consumer relationship management, but you don't always need a program to do it for you. Next, we've got competition. So in my opinion, you should probably research the places around you to see what other photographers are doing, and also see what they offer and how you can differentiate yourself from them. That's the key piece to starting a business. You need to differentiate yourself. If you're not different, why would somebody choose you over the competition? Lastly, pricing, like I just said. This will help you define how much you want to make and where you want to take the business. The next piece I'm going to talk about is financials. So if you're a beginner photographer or you have no experience whatsoever, you may or may not have a camera, but if you do, obviously you can already place that in and you don't really have to account for it. But in this case, if you are starting from scratch, you're going to want to outline everything that you're going to need to start the business. And you should probably keep a running tally somewhere else, maybe an Excel spreadsheet, in order to figure out what you're going to do. So this financials is an important piece, because if the business doesn't break even, you don't make any money, and eventually the business will probably fail. After that, we've got a SWOT analysis, which stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. So this is essentially just a little table that you're going to lay out, and you're going to list your strengths here. So that's the places where your business is strong and what you are good at personally. Next, obviously, weaknesses. So these are things that you need to improve on. So a big thing is obviously always improving. So you're going to want to outline those and be really realistic with yourself and honest, so that way you really know where you can improve. Opportunities is relatively straightforward. It's the next opportunities that you think you can move into. So in the beginning, obviously the opportunities are endless, but of course, you're going to have to determine and be realistic again with what those opportunities are. So it's good to have big goals, but you also want to take them off at small pieces. And lastly, threats. So that goes back into the competition from up here. Competition. So threats to your company, what are possibilities? You can look at the threats of liabilities, so maybe you need insurance for your company. You have to determine all these things before you really get ready to start going. And the last piece, which isn't as important, but I think it'll be helpful for you if you struggle with procrastinating or whatever things that you need to get done. It's important that you set a timeline for yourself. So let's say right now it's January and you want to start your photography business by late February. So you should set a timeline between now and then, and determine what you need to get done in that time period before you can truly start. If you don't have a camera, obviously set that in your timeline. Buy a camera on such and such date. If you need a logo for your business, you should set that on your timeline, that you need to finish the logo or hire somebody to do it by such and such date. So you can keep doing that, and maybe it's important to do this piece first right here, because that way you can set the timeline for when this business plan needs to be done by. Because like I said, I think it's the first step. So I'm a business administration major and my concentration is in finance, and I think it's really important that you do create a business plan in order to determine where you're going to take your company in the future. Otherwise, you're looking at a very short-term, endeavor, and it should be of utmost importance that your business has a lot of longevity to it. Alright, so that's all I've got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I hope it was super informative for you. And honestly, I think that this is a great idea, and I'm really excited to get started in it, and I hope you are too. So if you enjoyed this video, be sure to drop a like. I really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel a ton. Also, if you have any tips or tricks and you're a photographer yourself, drop them down in the comments below. I think everybody would really appreciate it. And yeah, so last but not least, click that subscribe button if you want to see more videos like this, or if you want to hear more about my journey towards starting my business. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.